Greetings, everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Friday, everyone. Today we had a new moon in Taurus. We had a new moon in Taurus at the 28th degree, and we had it this morning at like 8:50. Came in at the moon hour, which is really great when we can have a new moon in the moon hour. And the moon is the energy that governs our inner world. It's our ability to be at home within ourselves. And we had a new moon in Taurus where we had a Mercury retrograde that is finishing out. We also have Uranus in Taurus. We have the sun in Taurus. We have the moon in Taurus. And the Taurus energy is ruled by Venus, and Venus is currently in Cancer. So all of this energy is about your relationship to yourself. Everything in this reality is always about our relationship to ourselves. We've just been conditioned and trained to think that it's about our relationship to money or our job or our partners or our children. And all of those relationships stem from how you relate to yourself. And it's such a subtle understanding, but it is all the power in the world when you get that everyone in your life is really reflecting to you some aspect of you. So in this new moon energy in Taurus, we have this opportunity to come into deep acceptance of ourselves. And because we just came out of the eclipse season, that acceptance means accepting your shadow, accepting the things about you that you think are unacceptable, accepting the things about you that you try to hide and that you try to put away, and really loving the totality of what makes you who you are. Because when you love it all, then it becomes power. It becomes something that is useful to you in your life. But as long as we are not willing to love aspects of ourselves, those aspects will haunt you. And let me tell you, like right now, I'm having my own experience of that. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Monique.
You look cute. My neighbor, he's so cute. I'm having my own experience of that. As I'm really looking at the parts of myself that have carried shame. Like I grew up in Watts. If you guys remember Sanford and Son, when I was young, Sanford and Son was like the big deal about Watts, and I grew up in Watts. And I always felt ashamed of being poor. And I always felt ashamed of living in Watts and not having what everybody else had. Because of I've always been the type of person who was highly intuitive and could hear what wasn't being said and could see what wasn't being shown directly. But I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to fit in. I didn't want to be intuitive. I didn't want to be psychic. I didn't want to see things from the different perspectives. So I carried a lot of shame about just my way of being, right? Just the way I moved through the world, because it wasn't being mirrored back to me by like my community or my mother. Like everything I thought or did was always considered weird, right? So that stuff became my shadow, like me trying to suppress my gifts, me trying to fit in with other people so that I just didn't feel so isolated, or shutting down my intuition or psychic abilities because I didn't want people to be uncomfortable, because I could see the things that they were not really trying to have be seen, right? Like I was one of those little girls where I would say the very thing that nobody wanted to hear, and then they would be like, oh, Monique talks too much, right? She got a big mouth, don't say nothing in front of her. So I carried a lot of shame around that. But this new moon is asking us to totally accept ourselves for who we really are. The ruler of the new moon is Venus in Cancer, and Cancer is your home. It's your inner world. Cancer is your home. It's your inner world. It's how you feel. It's how you feel about yourself, your sense of safety, your sense of security, right? And you can't source security and safety externally. It has to be sourced internally. But that's the trick that's been played on us. We think it's an external thing. We think that we're safe and secure because we have money. We think that we're safe and secure because we have all of these external things. And that's the trick of this Taurus energy, is that your safety and security comes from your connection to your higher self. Your safety and security comes from your connection to your mission, to your purpose, to your understanding how this reality works. Like, I'm safe and secure because I know that I have something to do here that hasn't been fulfilled yet. So I'm not worried about my safety or my needs being met or what people think of me, because I'm safe in my mission, in my purpose, and in the fulfillment of that. That is what creates safety and security for me. And I had to seek that out. I didn't always know what my mission was. I didn't always know what my purpose was. And what I've come to understand about mission and purpose is that it's really connected to you just being yourself. It's just connected to you knowing who you are, really knowing who you are, and being true to that. Your purpose is not to be, to save the world, or your purpose is not to have a lot. Your purpose is to be true to your codes, to who you're meant to be. And in that will express in ways that are so unique to you that it could turn into something that looked like fame or wealth, but it's really connected to your devotion to yourself. That is what it is. And so with this new moon, what you have to really do, or what you get to really do, and what I'm doing, is securing my understanding of my identity. Who am I? Who am I really? What am I up to? What am I capable of? Right? And as I ask these questions and live into this, my intuition gets stronger. My magic gets bigger. The subtle powers that have been developing in me are starting to grow, and I'm able to create reality from inside of myself. I'm able to, my telepathy is getting stronger. My visionary skills are getting stronger. All of it because I'm coming into a deep acceptance of who I am, and I'm not trying to play small to make other people feel comfortable, or so I don't seem weird, or so I just am being myself. I'm speaking the language of my heart, the song within my soul. And as I do that, the universe is like, okay, she's where she's supposed to be. Let's give her the things that she needs so that she can fulfill her purpose, because her purpose is in her being herself. That's it, y'all. That's it. Being true to yourself. So, I have a Pluto class that is starting tomorrow. If you guys are interested, you can go register in my profile link. And this class is Pluto in Aquarius, where we are going to be doing the work to come back to ourselves. We have no idea how far away we are from ourselves. We really don't get it. But I can see it because I've done the work. I've done the work to come home to myself. And it has been the most difficult, challenging, miraculous, joyful, scary experience ever. And because I've done it, I can help others in doing it. I can help others walk home to themselves. So this class starts on the 20th. It's Pluto in Aquarius. And what we're going to be doing is the work to come back into our gifts. Like, you need your gifts. You need your powers now more than ever. Because the world that we used to exist in is gone. It is forever gone. It's not coming back. I need y'all to know that, right? Not another election, it's not happening. It's done. It's totally collapsing. So you have to learn how to be who you're meant to be. You have to learn how to function in your codes. And your natal chart is the key to that. Your natal chart. So if you want to start really coming, like letting go of these old exterior ideas of what it means to be a woman and what romance, all that shit is old. white supremacy, none of that stuff has any real power. It's not real. It's not real. So if you want to do the work, this Pluto in Aquarius class, we're going to be doing the work to restore our gifts. We have to create safe spaces where we can really come home to ourselves. And that's what I've created at Follow the Sun, a space for us to explore, right? So explore who we are, wake up to our intuition, our visionary skills, wake up the feminine power within you, which is the ability to intuit and create a reality based upon your own internal understanding. But you have to do the work to heal first. You got to remove the trauma. You got to break free from the family patterns and family curses. Like, I've had to do all of that work, and it has been the most profound. Thank you, Amira. Thank you. I love you, girl. You're my sister. You're my sister. Thank you. I love you. I love you and appreciate you too. And I've been able to do this work, and it has been profound. And the most amazing thing that I experience miracles every day, but literally it's like the universe is just opening up to me. It just comes to meet me, right? I step out and it's right there. And I'm clear that as women, especially Black women, descendants of those who were captive in this country, we have so much power. We have so much power. We have so much magic. We have so many gifts. Literally, and all of the power is coming back because it has to go to where it originated from. It cannot continue to linger in ways that it doesn't serve any longer. It has to come back to home, right? And that's why I'm saying we got to love ourselves. We got to trust ourselves. We got to trust the process. You have to relate to the invisible. You have to become willing to relate to the invisible and the unseen forces that are your power. And when you do it, literally, I'm telling y'all, the magic that I'm experiencing, there's so much magic, it's almost hard to talk about. But because I'm still in the process of letting go of the old and stepping into the new, it's a little bit confusing. But it's just a profound thing. Like, my relationship with my child, my relationship with others, the way I'm relating in my body. I hear people talking about menopause and stuff now. I'm not having none of that, y'all. Like, I ain't having none of that menopause stuff. Maybe I had 3 hot flashes, but because I've done the work to get into my body and claim my power, because that's all that menopause is. Menopause is your power coming back because your body is not trying to have a baby anymore. And so when you accept that, when you go like, oh, my power is coming back, then it literally, and my body has changed. Literally, it's like I gained like about 15 pounds, and then I started doing the work inside of my body that included changing my diet, loving my body, talking to my body, molding and sculpting my body with love and acceptance and appreciation, juicing, like really being good to my body. And now my body, like, I'm fine as fuck, y'all. Like, I'm finer than I've ever been. I'm sexy. My sensuality is rolling, like all of that. But it comes from us leaning into the hard stuff. You can't run from it. You have to lean into the places where you have denied yourself, where you have betrayed yourself, where you are holding disappointments, where you gave your power away. You have to lean into that stuff. You can't run from it. You got to stop being like, he didn't do this and she didn't do that. And then, no, all that shit is you. When you get that you are the core of all of that, when you get that it's you, the universe restores you. When you see what it really is, the universe restores you, and so it becomes this really incredible thing. And then you get to be like, I feel like, let me tell y'all, you guys, I don't think age matters at all. I think that age is bullshit. I don't think it has any valid points at all. But I am like, look at me, right? Like, look at me. And it's just because I love myself. It's just because I love myself, because I'm not in a story about my body or aging or any of that. I just am like, I'm the goddess. I'm the goddess alive right now. I am the essence of pure creation, and my body is the vehicle that holds it, right? Like it really is power. So I'm telling you guys, come take the classes. You can register in my link tree. This Pluto class is going to go, because Pluto is retrograde for like 6 months, y'all. So we're going to do 6 months of work, 6 months of embodying our power, our energy, our sensual nature, our love for ourselves, our connection to nature, so that we can really be who we're meant to be. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Also, natal charts, new moon readings, all that stuff. Go to my website. Heal with the MoniqueRuffin.com. It's also Heal with Moon Mama. HealWithMoonMama.com, MoniqueRuffin.com. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I love you so very much. All righty. Bye-bye.